Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to Season 3, Episode 9
Nine.
of Tyler's
Tyler's
Talk
Talk
Football,
Football, sort
sort
of.
of,
Straight out of the
kind
basement.
of. Out of the
We
basement.
do the best we can from the
Yes, we
basement.
can.
But we're having a ball on our last
Show of the
show
year.
of the year. We'll be back next week, of course.
we will.
But yeah, it went by fast.
It
Honey.
went by
Jeez.
very fast.
Yes, yes.
My
yes.
name is Quentin, a.k.a. Q. And
And I am Viv, also known as Billy. Vivian, but everyone calls me Viv. Alter ego is Billy of the Buffalo Bills.
Billy is looking wonderful.
Well, thank you,
today.
sweetie. Well, you know what I thought?
What did you think?
New Year's Eve is coming,
Oh, yes, it is.
and I thought I'd get dressed up for you, and I put on my New Year's Eve wig today. I put on my gray and the ombre look, put black and gray and everything, and I'm just feeling very wise. And I thought, it's time for the gray.
Oh,
It's time.
okay.
It's been time. And also, I just thought that I would just, I just black is always just so, I just love black anyway. And of course, my silver bracelet.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
my dear, I must give a shout out
Two.
to our lovely niece, Jamie,
Ah, nice.
and our wonderful nephew, Eric, for this beautiful Christmas earrings.
Oh,
And they're just so pretty. And this is so old. This is from Chico's from God only knows
Oh,
when. But
when?
I just put stuff together. I just
Oh, yes,
make
you do.
Yeah. So thanks Jamie. Thanks E.
All right. So let's do.
Oh yes. Let me just say this, honey, before we toast.
What's that?
I'm kind of getting creative in the kitchen. Okay. So in honor of New Year's Eve coming, I brought out the pretty glass.
Oh,
This doggone thing's kind of heavy. I hope I don't spill it. But this is my 2024 leaving, 2025 coming in cocktail mix of cranberry juice,
mhm.
orange juice, a little bit of lemon. And then what I did, which I know I'm going off the rails talking about this, but I don't care. I took ice cubes and put cranberry juice in the ice cubes, and then it makes it look real pretty. Real pretty.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway,
All right. Okay. All righty. Here's to everyone.
yes,
Hope you had a wonderful Christmas
yes.
and
A wonderful coming in New Year.
yeah, toast.
Okay.
All right.
Mm, mm, mm,
Okay.
mm.
Let's talk about a little recap of my Giants.
Mm.
Okay. Of course, they've been winless even during the little break that we took. And they're still winless.
Mhm.
They won a couple of games this season. They have not won at home.
Mm.
I think they're looking forward to being in last place. So they can
Sorry.
be stop. So they can have the number one pick in the upcoming NFL
Well, they're
draft.
bound to get it.
They
They're bound. They're
well,
bound to
they're
get it.
fighting with Vegas on that one, but
Oh, jeez.
I tell you, what a disappointing year so far. Well, so far, I guess
The
it's
year's
just
over,
period
honey.
a disappointing year.
You know, remember what
But I still
I'm
hang
sorry.
on to my G-men till the end. And for you true fans out there, I know that's what you're doing.
So what is their, how many wins and losses so far for them?
Well, let me see.
Where are they?
They should be 2-14.
2
It was so funny.
2-14.
That's right.
So sad.
That's very sad.
And you know what, folks? I asked my husband last week, and he looked at me like I had 3 heads.
No
But I
sense.
guess I had a question, and maybe you do too. I thought that at a certain point, when you really have stunk up the room, you ain't doing too good, and it's over. Like, for all intent and purposes, over. I said, y'all still playing?
You know,
I said, y'all still playing? I thought maybe the ones that were really bad just leave. Just
they have to finish the season.
But
This is what they're contracted to do.
What motivation do they have to
How
even
can
suit
in
up?
your right mind think that,
I
oh,
just
you're
thought
not
they were
playing
done.
well,
I
they're
will.
done for the season?
But what would motivate them to even suit up at this point?
Next year. Next year's contract.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm
Because
sorry for you.
in the eyes of the ownership and general management, they'll see who really wants to play next year.
Who does?
Or they'll see the gaps that they have now and try to fill them for next year. We shall see. Anyway, the
Yeah.
Bills, of course,
Ah!
they ended up in second behind the league leading
I can
Kansas
barely
City
stand my,
Chiefs as
I
far as
just,
they're the number 2
they're number
team.
2. Yeah.
But they don't get the bye, but Kansas City does. But still, they've had a great year so far.
Well, thank you.
Great year,
I will
period.
take that on behalf of the league and the
Yeah,
coach and, the owners and my fellow mafia. I just can barely stand it. I can barely stand it. It's looking really good. Of course, the nemesis, as it is every season,
every single
is
season.
Mr. Mahomes and company. But you know why I feel encouraged? Are you listening?
Oh yes, I'm
How come
listening
you
to.
start deep breathing when I start talking about the
Oh
Bills?
God,
Oh,
I
it's
just say
really,
okay, here
it's
we
not
go.
nice.
Go ahead.
Okay. Um, I just feel this is once again I say it every year, but this year it's in right here. It's right it's right there. And I'll tell you why, Q. We're the only team that has defeated them this season. So I think that's in our head. If we can beat those
Well, that's
guys,
always a good sign.
okay,
As you can beat
if
them
we're
on
the only
any
team so
given
far that's beaten them.
Sunday.
Okay, we're the only team. Let's not skim over that. We are the ONLY team that has beaten Mr. Holmes and Company. And so, but of course, the challenge will be to beat them on their home turf. And I just trust and believe that it can happen because I believe in my Josh. And I believe in the Bills, and I believe this is our year. That's what I gotta say.
Okay. On that note,
Yes,
can you believe that there's already been 6 games played already before
this week,
today's Sunday, this
ridiculous.
week?
It's
I
crazy.
mean, the NFL went a little crazy over the Christmas holidays, but
This is
well,
so good, folks. You gotta get it.
anyway, it's good.
This is,
I'm sure it
and it's
is.
non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Mm. No prosecco today.
No, this is just straight up juice.
Straight up juice.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, with those 6 games I've already played, the playoff picture is really shaping up. But let me tell you who is in. In the AFC, the Bills, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Houston, Kansas City, and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Wow. Ooh.
Now, let me back up on that.
Okay.
Houston, now, Indianapolis has a long shot, but basically, we'll say that Houston is in it in their division. Now, in the NFC, the ones that are really in are Philly, Detroit, Minnesota, and Green Bay. You know, it's the NFC North. Detroit, Minnesota, and Green Bay are all in the same division. So that means that the other divisions, only the leaders can make it.
Mm.
And that's going to be coming down to today's games and next week's games. But
This game's
we
everywhere.
shall see. There's
Games.
games galore. I love it.
Now,
The NFL.
now, if you had to choose with these, of course, in the AFC, the Bills, like as you mentioned, no need to repeat. Who would you choose?
In the AFC?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say it's between Baltimore and the Bills. I think that
Come here,
Baltimore,
honey.
the Bills,
Come here,
and Kansas
come here,
City.
sweetie. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. Now those three.
Yeah.
Um, and I say three because I think the other teams will not be in it at the end. But there are going to be some good games.
Did we forget KC? Of course.
No, I didn't forget KC.
Okay,
KC
so
is
they're
there.
guaranteed.
They're always there.
Yeah, they're always there.
But those are the top three. And it's going to be very close. They're going to be good games, close games, and we shall see.
Mm.
Now, NFC, I mean, I like Detroit.
Oh my gosh!
Yes.
I am so
I like
excited for Detroit.
Period. But
Yeah.
Philly will be there if our man Mr. Hurt can make it from concussion protocol, and he will.
He's out.
He's out for today's game as well.
Oh my
but
we wish
so
him
really,
all the
Detroit
best.
and Philly are the top teams, I think, in the NFC.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get on to some NFL stories.
Yes.
You pumped up. You pumped up, baby. Pumped up for those NFL stories. And
guess why?
first, because the first one on the list that we want to talk about.
Yes,
is Lamar versus Josh. Who will be the NFL MVP?
Who do you guys think?
Yes, who do you think?
Now, I was talking to my hubby here earlier today, and I said, you know what? There's been some really good, there's some great quarterbacks doing some great things this season. And first of all, say I was surprised that it's honing in now on only Josh and Lamar. I was
Well,
wondering
let's
about
not forget Saquon.
say who?
Saquon.
Say what?
Saquon.
Say, ain't nobody thinking about no Saquon.
Listen,
But Saquon. No, let me
we
say
should
that
think about
for
him
the Saquonettes who
because
are out there,
running
the
backs
fans.
never get a chance to
No,
be NFL MVPs.
and I shouldn't have been so rude when I
Yes,
said
you
ain't
shouldn't have been
nobody
so
think
rude.
about. I just think he's just a sweet, lovely, quite handsome young man. But when I said ain't nobody thinking about him, of course we love Saquon, but we're not. This is not. We're talking about quarterbacks
Lamar
MVP.
versus Josh.
With no disrespect to you, Saquon,
And not versus
but
each
this
other,
ain't
but
about you right now.
those
This
are the
is
top
about
two.
my son Joshua
Oh, yes.
Allen, and Lamar, who's just had a fantastic year. But let me tell you why
Slightly
I
better than
believe.
Josh. Statistically. Yes.
Let me tell you why I believe he's my
Go ahead.
MVP.
Yes, please tell
Do you know
us.
what MVP stands for?
What's that?
My fifth pick.
My fifth pick.
Okay, let me tell you why. I mean, because I don't want to just, because I like a lot of you folks out here saying, oh my God, they're talking about the Bills again. Well, just give us a minute.
Yes.
All I want to do before I die and meet my Heavenly Father is just see, I've experienced 4 Super Bowls in my life. I just want to see a win. I just want to see a win, and I believe we can do it. Now, this is why I believe, Billy believes, and Joshua so much, Josh as you all call him. I believe that he is pound for pound the most complete player that we're seeing on the field at this current time. And I'll tell you why. They call him Superman. I call him a magician. The man is doing things that our eyeballs very rarely see. He's playing offensive very well. And by goodness, 2 weeks ago, he was playing defense. The man, and he's a big dude, but he can run. He's knocking people over. He's running. He's tackling. He's smart, and it's amazing. And I'm impressed with all these quarterbacks how they have to have that vision, long vision, to see how to throw that ball and who's where. And James Cook seems to be his go-to right now, although he has a number of receivers that's really doing well. Are you listening?
I'm listening
Why
to you.
are you deep breathing?
I'm just listening to you.
Okay.
When you said 2 weeks ago he playing defense.
Well, I mean, when he, maybe what is it? Maybe I'm saying it wrong. It's when he, whatever. But the offense,
Okay.
defense, mid-fence, he against the fence. He was
Against the fence.
he was doing things
He
that
was
were
doing
just.
things,
And,
yes.
and when he
Okay.
that beautiful catch in the end zone, whoo, he slid in over the snow. I'm sorry,
Yes,
I
yes.
want to get a T-shirt made like that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not going to belabor it, but I just believe, first of all, it's his time. With no disrespect to the what are they? The Ravens
Yes.
in Baltimore. No disrespect at all, because Lamar's had a stellar year. Lamar's won before. They call this Lamar.
Yes, he has won twice.
Well,
But
okay, enough.
that's not Lamar's fault.
Well, it's Josh's time.
Okay.
How much more does Josh have to do? And so I'm just leaving it on the table. Okay, we'll see. And did you know? Did you know?
No, I guess I didn't.
Did you know that? Because we looked it up. Because I said, who determines the MVP? Are they?
Oh, well,
I was thinking, who are these? Are they? Well, I didn't know. Is it other athletes? Is it parents? Is it teachers?
It's the sports writers.
It's the sports writers, and it's not determined until right before Super Bowl.
Well, it's not. It's not.
Or is it not announced?
It's not announced
Oh.
until the day before the Super Bowl.
Oh.
But it's right after the regular season ends.
Well, I'm excited.
Okay.
Okay.
Is when they tabulate the votes.
But
Well, I tell you what, it's going to be a close call. I think that the writers may go with Josh, probably because he hasn't gotten it before. He has had it. He's done enough this year to deserve it.
How much more does he have to do?
He's done enough this year to deserve it.
Yes, Lord.
But I still will not rule out Lamar getting it again for a third time. I'm not going to rule that out because he just may.
Right now my stomach is jumping. Inside my stomach, it's jumping because I just want this so badly for Josh.
I'm sure you do.
Okay,
and you're just a little bit biased about that, right?
Me?
Aren't you? Yes. Yes. All right. Let's get on with the NFL on Netflix.
Can you believe it?
Let me tell you, they are really spreading themselves around, making these contracts happen with these networks. Now Netflix is into the fray.
Yes.
They are going to be a part of the NFL. They have a contract, 3-year contract, 3 or 5 year contract. I'm not
Wow.
sure which
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
With Netflix. And who who is now the Miss Ambassador
Oh
of
my
Netflix?
gosh.
And that
Beyonce. Oh,
Beyonce.
well, she killed
I
it.
tell you,
That woman, you got to give it to her.
you know,
She is a performer, entertainer.
quite
She
frankly,
brought
I'd
it
like to see
hard.
her again rather than Kendrick Lamar, but that's just my own personal opinion.
Yeah.
But certainly, she turned it out in Houston, didn't she?
You know what I love about what Beyonce is about, and I don't understand the haters of Beyonce.
I don't understand
Except
it at
it's
all.
just the big green envy monster jealousy because this woman gives her all, and her performance. What I enjoyed about this performance in Houston, and of course she's crossed. When I say she's crossed over, Beyonce sings. She can do anything in any genre, but her last album was Country Carter. However, what I loved is that in terms of black culture and the black cowboy's significance in black culture, which has pretty much been diminished,
Right.
when Beyonce
Doesn't talk about not
she
talked about.
she comes full force,
Yes.
and it just makes you interested. Hey, it sparks interest
Yeah.
of a history that's been hidden like so many others. So
Yep. All
I
right.
anyway,
Yes.
great job, Beyonce.
Let's.
And Little Blue, her daughter.
Uh,
Oh my gosh,
she
she's as tall as her mother.
what?
Oh my, if she's 12 years old, she looks like she's 18. God
She's
bless
12.
her. She did her thing. My goodness,
Yes.
congratulations, Blue
Well,
Ivy.
congratulations. Okay, and congratulations to Netflix.
Yeah,
And they actually there wasn't any glitches
that was
that I
beautiful.
know of. It went pretty well.
Oh,
And I noticed that some of the CBS reporters or the CBS team was there.
yeah.
Of course, they would have to obviously
But they need
pair up with
a
with
reputable.
an NFL reputable network since
Yeah.
they've never done this sort of thing
Well, it
before.
was flawless.
And now that they're doing the NFL, they're going to branch into other sporting
Oh, this thing is going to be
venues. And
crazy. Did you know?
it's going to be crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yes.
sweetheart. They made a lot of money on
Yeah.
Netflix. Beyonce had a nice day.
Oh, and she had a nice night.
$20 million.
She had a nice
I
night.
mean, she deserved it. But
Okay,
congratulations, Beyonce.
let's move on. Okay, let's move on to some coaching news. Jim Harbaugh, fresh off of that winning NCAA championship Michigan Wolverine team,
Wow.
he comes to the Los Angeles Chargers and he led them to the playoffs. And for that effort, he gets $1 million as part of his contract bonus. If you get us to the playoffs, you get $1 million, Jim.
Is that just now?
Son.
Is that for all the teams or just?
No, just for all of the teams have, and depending on coaches' contracts, they have incentives.
Mm-hmm.
If the team does well, they get a little hit here and there. But he got $1 million hit, which is pretty nice. And I thought that it was nice to mention. I've always liked Jim Harbaugh, and he was with the San Francisco 49ers a while back, a few years ago.
Wow.
And now he has brought the Chargers to the playoffs, and good luck to Chargers.
Well, I'm
What can I
still
say?
stuck on the $1 million bonus.
Yeah, I know.
I
It's
just-
something else, isn't it?
Well, can I just kind of have a segue to no jealousy at all? And I know we can't compare the NFL to many of our industries, but I felt a little certain way. There was a Nurses Day.
Oh, my God.
And it would have been nice to get a bonus. Within my 27 career, there was one. I'm not going to mention the company because
Please
that's-
don't mention
no.
the company.
But you know what our bonus was?
Don't mention it.
They gave us hangers.
Don't say it.
They put someone sewed lace around the hangers for potpourri.
Don't put yourself.
That was
through
my
this.
bonus.
Don't-
I'm
don't put
having this
yourself through
triggered something in me. PTSD.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Okay. And
A hanger.
talk about
A hanger. Go ahead.
talk about some ex NFL players, coaches who are now going to enter the college ranks. Of course, our man out of New England,
Belichick.
Belichick.
He's had quite a year.
Yeah, he's had quite a year.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Has he been out of NFL a year yet?
Yes. He's
It
been
has
out of
been
the
a
year.
year.
And
He's got a lot going on.
there's a lot going on.
Oh.
I also read where his 24-year-old girlfriend
Yeah.
bought a whole bunch of North Carolina stuff, matching outfits, and blah, 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 blah.
I don't even want to.
Let's not go there. That deserves its own show. But
But you know, he is. Let me
but
just say something
but
about
for
this.
him to be in his 70s to go back into the college ranks and he never coached college
Oh, he's going to be
football,
successful.
I'm sure he'll be successful. The only thing is that he has to pick up that personality a little bit when he's in front
Well,
of parents in their living rooms, and they like to see a smile out of
well, you
him.
know, can I just say something?
Why must my son, or why should my son go to the University of North Carolina to play football for
For
you?
this curmudgeon, this grumpy, but he's a curmudgeon. But you know
what?
what?
What
A
did you say?
curmudgeon.
A curmudgeon?
He's just a little grumpy, you know, a little
Oh
grumpster.
God.
But you know, he's been looking since he's had this new young lady.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen him smile more.
Oh.
You stop! Please just stop! Stop!
Why not?
What do you mean? Anyway, we're not even going to go there.
No,
But because to each his own,
but you
and
did,
you find love
and
where you find
and
it.
you saw my
But
answer.
I'm just saying, but he has been. I've never seen the man as jovial or personality since
well.
he's been with this young lady, and
Uh,
everybody deserves love. God bless him.
Yes, God bless him. Okay. And ex NFL player
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick.
I'm so happy. Oh, excuse me. Part of the citrus of the juice is mingling down into my stomach. They just were mixing up, and excuse me.
What goes down must come.
Yes.
Up.
Okay. Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Very happy for Michael Vick.
Very
We're not gonna get into the whole controversy because I'm this. You know why Billy wore the gray today?
Why is that?
Because this is about wisdom. Okay, this is about wisdom, and I choose to stay in a positive light.
Yeah.
I want to see people uplifted.
Yes.
I ain't talking about what happened with Mike Vick and all that. I don't because
yeah.
I don't think he deserved what he got. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But what what I choose to talk about is his opportunity today.
Yes.
And the fact that he's going to be with an HBCU school.
Yes, HBCU.
Is it Norfolk State? I believe it's
North A&T.
No, I think it's Norfolk. It's Norfolk.
Norfolk State.
Norfolk State. I don't know whether he went.
I'm
Did
not
he go
sure.
there for college? That's always interesting when you go back to where you came from. But wherever he came from, wherever we know where he's going, and I think you know what's hitting me hard, Hugh, is that I think when you have
He went to Virginia Tech.
When you have NFL players that go back, and this is going to segue into the incredible Deion Sanders, you're giving back to the community. You're bringing a certain energy for these young men. They're like, wow, you know.
Yes, indeed.
And some of these, you know, you may have they portray themselves as father figures. So I'm excited for Mr. Michael Vick, and I wish him all the best.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Now, here is the burning question.
Oh yeah.
I'm on a lot of people's minds, probably more than you think.
Yeah, it's on my mind.
What will Deion do?
What Deion gonna do?
What Deion
Gonna do?
Well, personally, he's done a lot so far.
Incredible.
Started high school coaching. I mean, obviously NFL pro career and Hall of Fame. Blah 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 blah. Started high school coaching. Coach his sons. Went to college.
Wow.
Jackson State.
Coach his sons.
Coach his sons. wait. And they are great players.
Oh,
I'm
a
telling
nice
you,
young man.
Took right chip off the block.
Shador and Shiloh.
Shador and Shiloh.
Mm-hmm.
But now that they are seniors, and even Shiloh being more than a senior, he's a graduate student player.
Smart young man too.
Shador is a senior, and looking to be one of the top players in the upcoming NFL draft.
Oh, he will be.
And he will be.
I'll be watching right over there.
Shiloh will probably also be drafted.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
He's a pretty good cornerback. But now, and Deion has brought millions of dollars into the Colorado program, athletic program, period.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Colorado's never been so excited about their football team in probably decades.
The Buffalo.
And they've, even though they had a tough first year, of course, as you can predict, they've done fairly well this year. And although they got kind of whooped last night, but you know, those things happen.
You just don't win everything.
But the idea is that what will Deion do now, since now they're looking at him, or people are saying, well, maybe he's thinking about the pros. I'm going to tell you, I know he's going to be a pro coach one day.
Yeah.
I think that this is what his ultimate goal is.
Absolutely, and he deserves to be.
It's only a matter of when. And would he leave Colorado now that his sons will
I say yes.
and move on? I say there's a good chance.
Yeah.
But he has to make that decision rather soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if he's going to do anything else, or if any coaches come along, or if any general managers come along from the NFL and offer him something. We don't know anything, and I'm sure he's keeping it quiet. But now, since Buffalo, their season, I mean, since Colorado, their season is over, there's a
Listen,
good
this
chance.
is my prediction.
There's a
Okay.
good chance.
First of all, I believe that's the trajectory of his career. It's always about excellence.
Right.
Excellence in grooming and cultivating talent into making them into not just stellar players but great young men. And I think that once his sons are gone and Travis, they're all leaving. Um, he needs to be at a team that the NFL team that is in dire straits. I'd say the Giants. Okay, I think I think he because that fits the Dion. It's exciting. It's New York City. I mean, come on. That Giants guy has got to go.
Dable.
Dribble, double. He's got to. And Dion, I think if they're smart, if they're going to offer him.
Why not?
Why not bring some excitement?
Bring some excitement
because it's horrible for your team.
New York Football Giants. Who need it?
Speaking about that quickly, I'm so tired of you Giants fans and you Jets fans calling yourselves, anointing yourselves. We're the New York State's team. No, you're not. Let's look at numbers. It's Buffalo. Nobody ever, the city on the lake. Okay, we way over Western New York on Lake Erie, by the way. Why? How come Buffalo's not New York's team at this point? Because you guys are stinking up the rooms, both of you, the Jets and the Giants.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Win a Super Bowl, and you will be. That's right.
And we will.
And I'm sure you will.
And 2 months from now, we'll be doing this show, and I have a feeling we're going to be talking about Super Bowl Sunday. But go ahead.
All right. Let's preview a couple of key games today. Falcons at the Commanders. If the Commanders win, they're in. If the Falcons lose, they're not in yet because their Tampa Bay is right there. So in the NFC South, it's between Tampa Bay and Atlanta. Only one team can make it.
Is that Michael Penix?
Yes.
We wish him the best.
We wish
lovely
him the
young
best.
man. I remember him playing sports with Oregon, correct?
Right.
Was that Oregon? No.
No.
Okay. Wherever he played.
Right.
I remember, okay.
And Panthers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So obviously the Bucs need to win.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about the schedule yet. I don't know if the Bucs in Atlanta play next week. I have to check for you folks. But anyway, only one of those teams can make it. And for the NFC South.
Yes.
All right. All the key game today is, well, not really a key game. It's just going to be the best game on the schedule. The Packers and the Vikings. Both teams have already made the playoffs. So there you have it.
You know what? All I care, I'm going to be selfish and nasty. I don't care. All I care about is 1 o'clock in the Bills. But we're playing the Jets. I mean, that's pretty much it. Well, you know, I'm not
It's pretty much what?
Well,
they can lose on any given Sunday.
I'm not getting arrogant because anything can happen. We're playing that droll. What's his name? The quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I just hope he's. It's like, you know how folks. I know, I'm not talking about people, but I am. You know how some people in your lives, they come into a room, it's a cloud over their head. The room turns gray, as gray as my gray wig. It just turns. That's how I see Aaron Rodgers, and I don't want him stepping up into my hometown, bringing in all that gray cloud. Sad man.
And the Giants played the Indianapolis Colts.
He's a sad man.
Yes.
Okay, but anyway.
Anyway, that wraps up our little show for today.
Yes. And Happy New Year, honey.
Happy New Year to you.
And Happy New Year to our fans and our supporters. We appreciate those of you that have tuned in. And those of you who subscribe and share to your Facebook friends or give word of mouth or just check and you're watching and we don't even know you're peeking in. But we appreciate it.
We appreciate it very much.
Right. So. We're just trying to give joy. We gave joy for the last 3 seasons.
And we're going to keep on giving joy.
We're going to keep on joy. Whoever's watching.
Or
whoever, we would like to.
But seriously, have a very happy New Year with your families. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves. And enjoy these games today, everyone.
And Happy New Year.
2025.
Yay!
All right, folks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.